Okay, I also got into XYZ. We have been. I mean, I chatted to Salonki about this months ago. How much I like XYZ. Um, it was off of some lows. You can draw this here, right? And if you've watched the other videos I've posted so far, which would be Meta and D-Dog, Meta, D-Dog, and NVIDIA, you'll see why like this similar situation on the month, right? The month wicks and it just hammers. So all that is an indication to keep going, right? So this 3-2 is really what we want. We've been talking about it since it's been down here, and I think you can see it better on the week. Maybe, yeah, right in here, the start of May, we were talking about it because it kind of wicked out down here, hit these lows, and it was really like this inside week. It was like, come on, let's go. And if you go back in the chat, you can see like Salonki did shout it a few times. So back to why we like it. 3-2 quarter looks great for this failed 2 hammer quarter to just kind of continue up. Let's look at the year. The year is still red, but it's not in force, right? Because it's not below the previous year. So we're looking to actually flip the year green, which would be ideal. But for now, all I can see is that their strength. Boom, boom. And again, right, like I trade weekly contracts. So the fact that the year looks like that, like I'm not super concerned. I'm only going to trade it for a week, right? And then move on as time progresses. But really, looking back here at the month, this should be your line of defense, right? Right here. This monthly trigger. That's the 3-2 continuation, right? So that's why I'm bullish on XYZ. When did I get in? Why did I get in? Let's do that. So 1 hour, 30, and the 15. So we spoke about this on Sunday, and was quite bullish on it. Like I wanted to get in ASAP, and I did. So how and why? I got in when the day flipped green. So you can see here, and maybe it was, I don't even think I entered on like a proper actionable signal, which I don't suggest. But when the day flipped green, I got into the trade. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, yep, this is it. It was a $5. So it was proper. No, I think that was my ad. Great. This is why I should make these videos in real time. Yeah. So the day went red to green with like so quickly. This was my first entry. Then this was an ad, if I remember correctly. This looks familiar. I hate when I can't remember. So I'm actually going to delete this line because it's hard to read. But you see this $5? This is a great ad. Okay. But regardless, like I knew I wanted to trade block. And I wasn't going to get out of block. Really, I know that like the saying is like, until you have a reason to get out. And quite frankly, all of this action down is a very decent reason to get out. And this hammer is a good reason to get back in. I don't think I did that. I'm just super bullish on block, and there's really nothing more to say or like a better way to explain that. So regardless if you entered here when it flipped green or here on the 5, it's practically the same entry. You probably got a better price. You do it later in the day because volatility in the morning is hectic. But yeah, there's that. And then looking, my ads are on, oopsies, the 30 and the hour, right? So we have this fail 2 down, boom, ad. And then the hour, inside hour, boom, ad, right? And again, if you're watching the videos of this entire day, the 30 and the hour are giving you perfect entries to just ride the wave, right? And then there was conversation and questions in the chat about when should I exit this trade? And really, like, you should be asking yourself, where is it going? Where do I want the trade to go? And if I zoom out, I can see the 3-2 month that we spoke about, right? 66.90 is the first target for the month, right? And the person asking had monthly contracts. So there's really no reason to get out if that's my target, okay? So that's one thing that's confirming that I should stay in the trade. The second thing, right, is time. I have so much time to get there. I have, 27 days? I have 27 days to get to my target. So that's another confirmation that I'm in the right trade, I'm in the right spot, okay? Why else would I stay in this trade? Let's see. I would look at much bigger time frames because you're in monthly contracts. There's not a single hour against you, right? And again, like, it's really important that you let candles close. So could you consider this 30 against you? I reckon. Or even this 30, like, yeah, I guess. But for me, it's just not. Like, I don't really know a better way of explaining that. But really, because you have so much time, I'm looking at the hour, and this hour's not against me, right? Like, it didn't close against me. It didn't close in force or any of that. So really, there's no reason, no indication to get out of this trade, right? And so I didn't. I swung the hell out of XYZ, and like, I am in XYZ, like, aggressively in the trade. Obviously it gapped up this morning, and I took a bit of profit because I saw this happening, right? So if you look on the 30, and really if you look on the 15, right, this happened very quickly and very aggressively. So what happened? Profit taking. I'm fine with that. I'll take profit when everyone takes profit as well, right? So this is where we open. People are taking profit aggressively, and so am I. Because I know that I know I'm bullish on Block, right? Or XYZ, which is Block, same company. I know I'm bullish on Block. So if they're selling aggressively, why would I hold on to my contracts, lose money, and let them sell while I'm still holding, right? Like, the best thing to do is to sell with everyone else, let them pull it back, and then get back in and or add to my position, which is what I did, right? Like, I wasn't fully getting out of Block, but I was selling with the sellers, right? And then it just gave me better entries, right? So first entry of the day, and then just like some really great add. And I am still in weeklies. What I did do, however, was add to next week, not add to them. I entered next week contracts on the 2 hour, which I will also show. So this makes complete sense, right? They're selling, shit, me too. Like, there's no reason for me to hold all the way down here it's easier on this screen. So there's no reason for me to hold through all of this, right? And the price is so volatile at open. Everything is quite juiced, right? For the first, it depends on who you ask. Like, I think it's for the first like 5 to 10 minutes. Some people say first 15 to 20. That really doesn't matter. All I know is I'm getting a way greater price selling here and then just buying back, right? Like, if I sell here, maybe I can buy 3 more contracts worth at this point, right? So that's what I was doing there on Block. I added all of that. Oh, I said I would show you the 2 hour. Here's my 2 hour ad off of this inside 2 hour. This was and I keep saying ad, but really this is an entry into next week contracts. So I started a position in next week contracts because I have so many of this week. There's no reason for me to continue to add to that. So yeah, pleased with that. That's how I did Block yesterday into today. and I'm looking for it to go. 66.90 looks great. And if I look at the daily, what it's given me is all the more reason. Like this should, I don't know if it will, but it should close green. If it doesn't, that's just giving me an opportunity to add more contracts, right? So that is what I did on block yesterday into today.